You testified at Durst's parole hearing, and it wasn't long after that that you found a dismembered cat on your doorstep. Why do you think Durst was involved with that?
When I came home and I drove up, I saw something right at the foot of my sidewalk. And at first I thought it was a dead rat. And as I got out of my car and focused on it, I realized it was a severed cat head with the front two legs attached. And I thought, oh my God, what in the world is that? Is that really what I think it is? And as I'm trying to process this, it dawns on me that this is a severed head. And this was done perfectly. It was clean. This was a hot June 29th day in Texas, which is very, very hot. There wasn't a drop of blood. There wasn't a body fluid. There wasn't a hair out of place. And it was laid there perfectly with the front two paws crossed. It was placed there very, 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 very carefully. So I'm looking at something thinking, oh my God, what is this? And it hit me, oh my God, this is a severed head. And I knew that he'd had a history of destroying animals and cutting up animals and doing horrible things to them. And I thought back to that moment when he was in my chambers and he was looking at all of my pictures when he was angry about me not allowing a cartoon in for their defense. And I ran into my house thinking, oh God, please let my dogs be okay. And they were fine. But it was the fact that it hit me that it was a severed head.
And when you, the part of the reason you linked this to him was, of course, you had testified at that parole hearing. You had been the judge in the case. But you mentioned other things he'd done to animals. His family has raised questions about this. And I'll note it's his family. We don't know if, none of this has been fully substantiated. But according to his brother, he had dogs. They were all Alaskan Malamutes, all named Igor. All of them mysteriously disappeared, one after the other, all of these dogs. So do you believe this story? What do you think happened to those dogs?
Well, actually, I didn't hear them from the Durst family. I'd heard it from several people, including Jim McCormick, Kathy's brother. And during the trial, there was a photograph introduced that was found on Bob when he was arrested in Pennsylvania that had him and Kathy in it and had the dog in it. And the dog's name was Igor. Well, then later when he was talking in the tapes that I listened to, he was talking about another dog that he'd had more recently named Igor. Well, I thought that dog can't be 20 years old. And so later I was told by Jim that he had a succession of dogs and every one of them was named Igor and every one of them died an unnatural, mysterious death.
And there was a moment on those tapes where you think he used the word Igor to refer to a human being or what he wanted to do to a human being?
Yes, I do. There was a time when he was talking to his wife, Deborah, about going to his brother's house when he was on the run. And he stood in the driveway, and there was some sort of a social event going on, and he told his wife that he thought about doing an Igor to his brother. And his wife stopped and said, stop, stop, stop. This is a recorded line, Bob. And it was clear what he meant, and it was clear that she understood what he meant enough to stop him from talking anymore on a recorded line.